Okay, we're back. Hello, everyone. Okay, so we got this question mark here. We can head up and then we can go over here to the Sea of Sands. I guess this is the next thing we're gonna do because it's just right here. So let's do that, and then we'll head off and start looking for Poseidon. Uh, Getting to go through the loons of
Never
the
saw this is
loons.
where I'd find Poseidon, but the ruins out here are exposed to the elements. But a lot of them are buried in the sand.
Getting to go through the ruins of Las Vegas is
Poseidon
really
hasn't been
cool.
around. If that's true, I might be able to find a way down through one of these structures.
Hi, Mini Cat. Plus, there's a bunch of them that you get to go inside, which is cool. What you miniing for over there? What you up to? Oh, can't do anything here, guys. I don't have the not the vine cutter yet. I don't know where to get it. There's a recipe for milled up stew. You love the stew recipes, I find. Not that that's a surprise. Stew is generally awesome. Metal shards. Alright, now that it's daytime out, we can get a look around. Building over. Yeah, there's a lot of these vine cutters around here, so I think we're probably going to be getting the item to deal with those soon. Which means we might have to do a little bit of backtracking to get those, but I'm not also not like super chuffed about it either, so.
Going down!
I may not do a lot of backtracking to get the items. Is there a rebel camp over here? Well, there is. Okay, we'll worry about that later. It's out of the way. You like stews because you just put everything together and let it simmer for like 4 hours. Yeah, no. Like I said, the stews are awesome. It's just it's funny because when you're like, I'm gonna try a recipe and it's a stew, I'm like, well, that's actually not all that surprising, but you know, stew's awesome, so it makes sense. And the best thing is, it's like no stew is exactly alike either, so you're always getting some different type of flavoring, and it's just generally awesome. Great. Kenny G, how's it going? Welcome to today's stream. I pissed off some robot out there, apparently. I don't know how, but, you know. It's out there searching for me. Okay, go, Bailey. Question. Can I grab that from here and turn it? There we go. That. Look at that. Oh, something didn't like that. Probably some Glinthawks. You once got a goat named Stu? Was he the goat?
Yet.
Hey, Ailey, we need to have a chat about that. I just realized there was a parchment I didn't read up at one of the farm camps. I don't know why I thought about that. How many west have I been forbidden from? Man, every time I try to go west in this game and in, like, other part... well, basically in this game, every time I try to go west, they're like, no, it's forbidden over there. And I'm like, well, fuck off. I'm going to eventually figure it out. And then I keep going west. So I'd say I've been forbidden from going to the west like 4 times now. Right now, Tenny, we are in the ruins of Las Vegas. Oh, there's fire gleam down there. Alright, let's go blow that up. Hell, fuck you. Yeah, that's what I thought. Eat shit. For Assassin's character to go Super Saiyan. Journey to the West. Thanks, Jeremy. I seem to remember there being a behemoth in this area. Well, that was cool, I guess. He hated it. Apex Ravager heart. Oh, alright. Apex Shellwalker heart. I guess we got some good things in there. Oh, what's this? Complaint log. Oh, I like old world complaint logs. Room number 1620, 113532. I'm not usually the type to complain, but the laundry bot tore my dress and I'm desperate as this is my big night and I don't know what to do. The lobby bots kept referring me to an auto tailor on the other side of the strip, but they're closed. Can I please talk to a human staffer? Room number 1120, 113701. I ordered a bridal suite overlooking Mount Charleston, but we're seeing the Hoover Dam instead. We tried changing the hotel window settings ourselves, but it switches back to Hoover or downtown view every time. Could you change the system settings to the West Vegas panorama view as per your reservation? Room number 0160, 134520. Urgent. I repeatedly called about the holo login and demand a swift answer as I have money on 6 props in the sportsbook. My interface was glitchy from 12 o'clock onwards, with servers down from 1240. Action was promised on monitor, but no reboots yet. You know what? I bet you any money all of those complaints came in during the end of the world. Okay? Yeah, how much do you guys want to bet? And how much do you want to bet that they were all made by PMet? I did get the lightning dodging team. Wow, I did it during a movie night one night. I just sat back and vibed and just waited and dodged lightning. It was... Hey, wait, you gotta stop. I don't know what your problem is, but... Is there a way to get higher up in here? Doesn't actually look like it. The end of the world also means end of peaks. Yeah, I can see like the world like fucking exploding around them and they're just like, I can't get my Sportsnet stuff to complete. I was promised an internet connection. Like those people who used to call the third-party sales department instead of their local office about Comcast's internet being down. They'd call and bitch that they didn't have service, and I can't tell you, we got so many calls from people in Florida in the middle of hurricanes when the power was out, complaining that their internet wasn't working. Figure that out. Horizon Forbidden Pia, in which the world is overrun by a fecal plague. Hema is the peculent flood, after all. If any has been making Moogle emotes and made you think of Chocobro? Good. What's this? Let's go to this pagoda over here. Also a cool looking building. Man, there's so many buildings to explore. I love it.
Water's pouring out of that building. Poseidon's doing? I better check it out.
Let's check the ground level here first before we check the lounge. Alright, check this out, guys. There's water pouring out of here. Out of the building. In the middle of a desert.
Someone's been through here. That camping gear.
Those are very cute.
Looks like there's something behind that tarp.
Well, we'll go in there in a sec. I'm just exploring the outside here first. Okay, so we got Oseram crates and barrels around here, so we know there's probably an Oseram here.
I almost had him. I was so close.
To drowning, maybe. Not to the embers. Morlun, it's over.
Well, not for me, it's not.
Then you're going to die. Alone. Because we're not sticking around to fish out the corpse. We're through.
So the visionary's fate hung in the balance. Would he choose life or succumb to deadly delusion?
Hello. So, there's an ancient city under the sand, but it's flooded.
Suddenly a Norse spear maiden appeared.
Yeah, okay. Well, you're not typical Delvers. That's for sure. What's this?
I call it a diving bubble. This is the Mark 1. The Mark 2 was better, but it got stuck halfway down. Air tube snagged.
You went down in that.
Yeah, I hardly expect a layperson to understand.
Because that's pretty smart.
I'm sorry. May I remind you, you got stuck inside and nearly drowned.
It'd have to be portable, though. Machine kneecap, maybe?
Well, you'd need a filter.
Synthetic membrane would do it. With a hose to a compressed
air capsule, hammer, and tongs.
What is this? What is happening here? Get over here. She's a stranger.
You got a name?
Aloy.
Moreland. Not a stranger anymore.
You're a damn fool.
Come on. I got the original schematics over here.
Oh, well, hold on. Just a couple of questions first.
Fair enough. Partner?
partner?
Man's gonna lose his shit.
Don't mind him.
What's so important down there that you'd risk your life?
Well...
Morland, I'm not interested in salvage, okay? Whatever you find below is yours.
Well, all right. Then what if I told you we were delving for the most spectacular treasures ever scribed by man or maid?
I'd say get to the point.
No nonsense. I like it. Behold, an ember.
Looks like a piece of junk.
Well, now, yes, but with a proper spark. These magnificent creations of the old ones paint mesmerizing pictures in the air, and the ruins below us are full of them. A feast for the eyes beyond description. Just as my old Gramps promised me.
Getting some thunder rolling in.
So these embers project images?
Paintings of light. It's amazing stuff. This one showed the most beautiful woman you've ever seen, beckoning all to a buffet of lobster and succulent beeves.
The fuck's a beeve?
I must have watched it about
You talking about vagina?
as a child in my old Gramps workshop.
What happened to it?
Over time, they die out. I cried the day that this one's light faltered. But there are many more below, as you'll see if you get down there like I did and my old Gramps before me.
How did your grandfather discover these embers?
He was here 40-odd years ago. He was one of the first to lead a delving party into the West. He discovered the ancient city around us, plumbed the depths of this very structure. He found the hollow underneath and the glowing embers all about. Took as many as he could and brought them home. He always wanted to come back and get more, but, well, never scraped up the shards. What he really wanted to do was use the embers to put on a show, one unlike the world has ever seen.
Sounds like quite a guy.
He was a true delver and a true showman, and I miss him.
You know this place actor?
But I will do him proud.
Who, Aloy or this
I will
guy?
gather the embers and put on a spectacle that would have amazed even him. With your help, of course.
I haven't seen Bones, so I'm gonna assume that's good.
So what exactly happened down there?
It was a delve like no other. A chance to follow my old Gramps' footsteps. Beneath this structure here is an enormous hollow, a dome protected from the sands. We built this elevator here to ensure easy egress and exit. It's quite a contraption, actually, and not so easy to...
Right. Again. What happened?
At the bottom, we beheld the treasure my Gramps first discovered. Painted images in the air of every description. Dancing women, games and coins and promises of jackpots. I don't know what that is, but it's gotta be good. But then, something went wrong. The images turned nautical. Waves went through them, even fish. Like a strange underwater dream.
Poseidon's dream.
Yes. Well, suddenly there was this terrible rushing sound, and then an explosion of water erupted from the floor.
Okay.
So water just shot up from the floor and filled the place up?
It was a raging flood unlike anything I've seen. We ran like forge fire and barely made it up the elevator as a wave just crashed beneath us.
I do like Zoe Deschanel.
I'm not stirred. I built the diving bubbles Mark 1 and Mark 2. I tried the descent in each, but I nearly drowned both times. Abaddon's beside himself. thinks I'm insane. But I can't give up now. I've come too far. And the embers are just barely within my reach.
Well, maybe I can help.
Yeah. Maybe you can.
So, I've asked this before on the Discord, but when I feel down or depressed, I have a movie that I watch that makes me feel better. It's not a particularly great movie, but I really like watching Yes Man. Jim Carrey and Zooey Deschanel. I don't know why it makes me laugh. I don't care if you like it or not. It just, yeah. Do you guys have anything like that you watch when, or listen to, or do when you get depressed?
You guys don't seem like average delvers.
We're not really delvers at all. We're showmen.
Like, performers?
You're Nora, and thus unfamiliar with the arts. We stage spectacles all around the claim. Stemmer tells stories, which I augment with all manner of sounds and fireworks, and Abaddon, he, well...
Complains?
He handles the money, which amounts to about the same thing. When we delve, it's to find gear for my theatrics. Which makes this delve the most important one of all.
I feel like they're not giving Abaddon much credit. Like, yeah, he complains, but he's probably very important to their team.
How deep is it? Can't I just swim down?
Only if you have gills. You can stack 50 kegs in that shaft.
Leave it to the Oseram to measure something in kegs.
Talking liquid depths, I'd say it's apt.
Apt or not, sounds too deep to hold my breath.
Hence, our new invention.
I'd better get after those parts.
There's a fully intact compressed air capsule in the Mark II, but like I said, it's stuck in the shaft.
If you made it back up alive, I should be able to swim down that far.
All right. As for the other parts, Stemmer scouted a herd due south of here that should have what we need.
I'm on it.
Great. I'll come back when you get the gear. Good hunting.
What were you gonna be mean about 10 gauge? Hey, you actually sell stuff. Cool.
Probably get a guest list of 50. So we'd need at least 3 dozen kegs. Brown ale, maybe. No. For him, scrapper sap.
Are you planning a party?
Budgeting for Moreland's funeral. Thanks to you. I was this close. We were gonna move on. Leave all this nonsense behind, and you come along and you spark your wet noodle idea.
It's going to work.
Uh-huh.
I've heard that before.
Be nice to pay him, Matt. It's not that bad.
So,
Not anymore,
someone
anyway.
like you end up working for someone like Moreland.
I work with Moreland. We got 3 equal claims in this venture. I saw one of his early shows. Back when it was just him and his inventions. Works of flame, lights, and shadows, all kinds of gizmos. Never seen the like. But the man is all spectacle. No sense. Bleeds shards like you get the idea. Without me to handle the finances, his dreams would be sunk. More sunk. Wish we were back in the claim. Plenty of normal shows to do without the salvage from this blasted place.
And yet, you're here.
I know you don't mean
The
it.
desert. Delving for his dream.
It was a good one. But sometimes that dream has to die.
There was a time when what that was said there was tough but fair.
This dream of Moreland's.
Is going to get him killed.
Let's say it doesn't. What happens after he gets the salvage down there?
Then we put on the greatest show the world's ever seen. We'll have special seating, premium ale, the works. Moreland will do his light spectacle thing. Stemmer will get their eyes a sparkling with his tales, and I'll be selling tickets.
I like how the
It's a nice thought, anyway.
I like how the concept of tickets has made its way to this future as well.
Moreland mentioned you were showman.
What? An Osram can't be anything other than a delver, tinker, or drunkard? Okay, sure, we are delvers too, but that is not our main source of income. Mostly, we go town to town, putting on shows.
These shows, what are they? What happens at them?
Tales and spectacle. Moreland's got the technical know-how. Builds all manner of inventions, whirligigs of light and sound, cannons that shoot fire and showers of sparks, and Stemmer
Keeps them enthralled. Tales of adventure in the smoothest baritone.
I like how they have the concept of baritone as well.
that.
And you?
Me? Who do you think handles the financials for the whole blasted thing? Those two might have the sparks, but do you think they know their way around shards? No, they don't.
Usually when you get in a funk, you take a day for yourself and use a paid time off day to get your head right. That's a good one.
So Moreland was down in this ancient city, and
The three of us went down below.
you?
I can delve too.
Right. And then what happened?
What do you think? Water rushed in, we ran. Then Moreland built that blasted thing. Nearly got himself drowned. Twice. You want the finer details of his stupidity? You go ask him.
All right, what do you got
I'm
for trade?
always willing to engage in some commerce.
I like how his attitude changed the moment I was like, hey, you want to trade? Alright, adhesive warrior bow. Ooh. Might be worth it. But we could get this, which far more worth it. Not going to equip it right now because we got to upgrade it, but what do you guys think? Should we get the adhesive warrior bow? I don't think we have any adhesive arrows. I'm gonna get it.
I'll leave you.
Do us a favor. Leave us all alone.
Mean. So at work the last month, I've been looking at all of your customers. Anyways, we have one whose business address is on Gaylord Street in the town of Gaylords. What?
The stout-hearted huntress approached. Her appearance as sudden as a spark of destiny when the delve was at its direst.
That's
Jeremy says when he's feeling down, he plays games like Power Wash Simulator.
Maybe a little internal rhyme instead. A maiden arose from the very sands that bore our woes. Nah, too trite.
what is it with you and all the words?
That's what I do. The stalwart storyteller gazed upon the maiden with well-earned pride in his life's work. Stemmer Wordsmith, at your service.
How did you end up following Moreland out here?
Bright-eyed Moreland held his dreams aloft like a burning candle. And where that light went, the hearts of men were sure to follow.
So you admire him?
Admiration is but a gentle fire. It's the spark that delvers and tinkers and rogues alike are sure to warm to.
Okay, guess that answers something.
Anyway, just games like that he can turn his mind off and do a repetitive task. Makes sense. Stemmer wants to plow Moreland.
Your friend over there doesn't like me too much. The loud one.
The old bean counter has the personality of a moss-eaten rock.
Like a bean counter.
But oh, what a wicked mind for money. And a memory as long as life, or even the smallest debt.
By that, he means he owes me shards. 147, to be exact.
But as sharp as he was in things pecuniary, he had a dull forgetfulness for how many times a certain wordsmith saved his hoary hide.
147. 147.
Stemmer and Moreland do sound like porn names.
What exactly does a wordsmith do?
Well, like a tinker at the forge, a wordsmith hammers out words to entrance all who...
Okay, sorry to interrupt. Stemmer and Moreland sounds like if they made a Hobbs and Shaw porn parody.
hear them. The young, the old, and frequently the inebriated.
I didn't take the Osram for storytellers.
Well, they say the only thing makes a cold brew go down easier is a tale of times gone by.
But it's always best to hit the road before the keg runs dry.
Why's that?
Oh, well, the Osram could get mighty agitated if they run out of drink, or if they don't like your story.
So you're saying being a wordsmith can be dangerous?
Oh, yeah. Story goes the wrong way, Osram will throw stuff at you.
What, like fruit?
More like chairs or grenades. But the veteran wordsmith persevered through it all.
I've seen South Park. I know what that bag is around his neck.
As good as he got. How do you think we got here all the way from the claim anyway? Past those blasted machines. It wasn't about talking.
Thanks, dang it.
Got
Alright,
to go
we're gonna
see
take a
something
quick
about
break.
Underwater City.
And lo, the huntress went forth.
We're gonna take a break and then we'll go and get the stuff we need to go into this area. Don't go anywhere.